हमें तार दे माँ.
We'll continue from there. Basant Panchami की कथा उपनिषदों की कथा के अनुसार and from the Upanishads, सृष्टि के प्रारंभिक काल में भगवान शिव की आज्ञा से and who gives the order? Bhagwan Shiva to do what? To create. To create, who did he give the order to? Bhagwan Brahma ने जीवों शास्त्र पर मनुष्य योनि की रचना की. It was given to Brahma ji, and Brahma ji created the entire universe, and he gave a little bit extra to man. So he made us a little bit more special. I wonder why. Made us a little bit more special. लेकिन अपने सर्जना से वे संतुष्ट नहीं थे, but he created, and Brahmaji is just excellent at doing his job, but he was not happy. He was not happy with what he created. उन्हें लगता था कि कुछ कमी रह गई है. He thinks that there is something missing, something is short, जिसके कारण चारों ओर मौन छाया रहता है. And that kami, or that something that is missing has caused in the four different directions, there's what? There's silence. So something is not right. Something is not right. तब ब्रह्मा जी ने इस समस्या के निवारण के लिए, he wanted to solve this little problem, the dilemma that he has of maun, of silence in creation, अपने कमंडल से जल, and in his kamandal, you know what a kamandal is, right? It's a lota with a handle. He had water in there, and अपने हथेली, he places some water in his hand, लेकर संकल्प स्वरूप, he makes a sankalp. And you know, we did that today, right? You all knew that? Yes, we did a sankalp today, and the sankalp is the purpose in which we have, the reason why we have come today to Mandir. The three of you, right? Three ladies who have done puja, and Panditji reads sankalp. In every puja, sankalp needs to be read, because that is your dedication, that is your purpose. And so Brahmaji, he made this sankalp. उस जल को चिर भगवान श्री कृष्ण की स्तुति, and he turns to Bhagwan Vishnu, and that is why the Pradhan Devata of Hindu center, this mandir, is who? Lakshmi Narayan Bhagwan. You see, we're following the lead from who? You all sleeping? From Brahmaji, see? And so he offers prayers to Bhagwanji, and when you pray to Bhagwan, you got to be melodious. You got to be sweet, right? You got to see the most beautiful words, right? You catch bees with what? With honey. So you can't be crude. You can't be hollering and yelling and thing, right? So you got to be very sweet. And so he, with the greatest of sweetness, in the most sincere manner, with lots of devotion, he turns to Bhagwan Lakshmi Narayan, Bhagwan Vishnu, and he offers prayers. Brahma ji के लिए स्तुति को सुनकर, and Bhagwan, his ears are as vast as the ocean, and immediately he heard the prayers of who? His devotees. Bhagwan Vishnu tatkal, at that moment, he उनके सम्मुख प्रकट हो गए. He appears in front of Brahma at that moment, tatkal, right away. और उनकी समस्या जानकर भगवान विष्णु ने आदि शक्ति दुर्गा माता का आह्वान किया, and he summons. Who does he summon? He summons Durga Ma, Adi Shakti Ma, Yog Maya, to help with this great challenge of whom? Of Brahma ji. Vishnu ji के द्वारा आह्वान होने के कारण, to solve this great dilemma, Bhagavati Durga वहाँ तुरंत ही प्रकट हो गई, and she too immediately she appeared in front of Brahma and Vishnu Bhagwan. तब ब्रह्म एवं विष्णु जी ने उन्हें इस संकट को दूर करने का निवेदन किया. And God, who knows our hearts, He knows what dilemmas we are, what problems we have. When we come to Bhagwan, we should do what? We should have this communion. We should let Bhagwan know all the good things, all the bad things, whatever is happening in our life. Although He already knows, we should express ourselves. That is prayers. ब्रह्मा जी तथा विष्णु जी बातों को सुनने के बाद उसी क्षण आदि शक्ति दुर्गा माता के शरीर से श्वेत रंग and listening to the prayers of Brahma and Vishnu, at that moment she changes the complexion of her body to what it says is shwet. Shwet is what? White, right? White rang का एक भारी तेज भारी a great तेज, a great power उत्पन्न appears हुआ, जो एक दिव्य a divine form of brilliance of great luster, a beautiful nari के रूप in the form of a lady, in form of a lady. That is why ladies are prettier than whom? Than men. Yeah? Panditji is serious. Ladies are always prettier than whom? Men. Yeah. That's how Bhagwan Brahmaji made us, you know? Yeah. We just try, but yes, Swarup Ek Chaturbhuji Sundar. This form was Chaturbhuji, 4 arms like the Murti you saw. Sundar Sri, a beautiful lady. All ladies are what? Beautiful. I had a puja on Saturday and I reminded everybody that they're beautiful. And it was very early in the morning at 10 o'clock. And so I kind of shocked them when I said they were beautiful. Mostly ladies were in the area. And I said, you're beautiful. Why are you beautiful? Because you are a child of whom? Of Bhagwan. And Bhagwan is the embodiment of all that is perfect, all that is beautiful. And so if you are his child, then you too are beautiful. And remember that all the time. So the most beautiful lady appeared in this 4-armed form. जिनके एक हाथ में, in one hand was the veena, तथा दूसरा हाथ में वर mudra, and this is the form of the hand she has. अन्य दोनों हाथों में pushed up, one hand has the book. That is why on this day they start what for children, the first day of learning. First day of learning. Because she is the one who enables the child to what? To gain as much knowledge as possible through her blessing. Evam mala, and the other hand has a mala. And what is the mala used for? You all don't use mala, so you don't know, right? The mala is used not to decorate. See, Panditji puts on the mala to look a little bit more handsome. But the mala's purpose is to, one of the great purposes to do jap, recitation of Bhagwan's name. So you got to do jap all the time, right? Because that is important. That's how you get closer to who? Mahalakshmi ji, yes? You got to do jap? No? She said yes. Mahalakshmi ji said yes, then you got to do that. आदि शक्ति श्री दुर्गा के शरीर से उत्पन्न तेज से प्रकट होते ही उन देवी ने वीणा का मधुर नाद, and the beautiful sound comes from this वीणा किया, जिससे संसार की समस्त जीव जंतुओं को वाणी प्राप्त हो गई. And as she's playing this वीणा, that sound enabled समस्त जीव जंतुओं को वाणी प्राप्त, and enable the entire universe to what? To have what? What was missing? Sound, right? So now there is sound. Sound is a manifestation of who? Of Saraswati Mata. Saraswati Mata. And so imagine if you were not able to hear anymore. That would be terrible, right? And so we've got to be very thankful and very appreciative. And so the manifestation of Saraswati Mata was to enable this creation of Brahmaji to have sound, And this Saraswati Puja is the celebration of our Janm Utsav, the manifestation, as I've just read in this Katha, and the gifts that she brings about becomes a great enabler for her children. And so I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to ask Panditji to add a little bit, whatever is on his mind as well, Panditji.